Today we are going to be talking about Rand Paul's Festivus report on government waste.
Oh, yeah. This is always a doozy. He puts it out every year, goes in and categorizes all of the most incredible, wasteful items that the government spends money on. So what do you say? Should we break it down, boys?
Yes.
Okay. All right, boys. The Festivus report is out. Rand Paul has published this. It's on his website. Many people have, seen articles about it. Nonetheless, what he has assessed is approximately $900 billion of government waste.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money, right?
That's a lot of money.
900 billion. That's, a billion is 1,000 millions, right?
That's more than Elon Musk multiplied by 100.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. So that's a lot of waste. Where do you think the number one leakage of money from the federal government was during this year? It'll make sense when I say it.
Is it like giving it to other countries?
Ooh, that's close. That's close. It's related. So it is the interest that we pay on the debt. So as you know, we have 34 trillion dollars in debt. And so we have to pay interest on that debt. And we pay about $650 billion a year on the debt. So when we increase the debt, it increases the interest payment on the debt as well.
That's not so nice.
Yeah. So of the 900 billion, 2/3 of that is interest on the national debt, which is debt that you could say, wouldn't have to have. And so that is money that taxpayers are or have been obligated to. That is essentially, we're not getting anything for it.
Wow.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. First one is unknown amount of money that was leaked on this, but definitely in the millions to tens of millions of dollars. And this is during COVID, we had the Paycheck Protection Program. So this was given out to small businesses. The money, basically, you applied online. They gave out money to these small businesses. There apparently was a fraud where people would use the faces of Barbie dolls. So it could be Ken or Barbie or some other doll in the series. And they would use that for the facial identification of the artificial intelligent bot that reviewed the applications and sent out money. So apparently a lot of money was sent out to Barbie doll faces inappropriately, and that money is just lost.
What the heck?
Yeah. Now, with any program like the PPP program, I suppose there's going to be some fraud involved, but this one seems like it's pretty easily avoidable if they would have had some checks and balances in place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dr. Fauci and the National Institute of Health spent $33 million on a monkey colony in South Carolina. These monkeys are kept on a farm, and then they're shipped back and forth between labs so that the monkeys can be, safe and have a protected habitat between when they're getting experimented on. So 33 million. Sound good?
Oh my God.
Next, you ready for this one?
Yes.
You all know Egypt. You're familiar with Egypt. That's where the Great Pyramids are, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The U.S. government spent $6 million last year on promotion of Egyptian tourism.
Wait, I don't get that. Like promoting it, saying like you should go here?
Yeah.
6 million.
Yeah.
Just to go to Egypt.
6 million on advertising to go somewhere.
Yeah, to boost Egyptian tourism. Yeah. Let me see here. So I've got another one. This one's a doozy, guys.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The Agricultural Research Service at the USDA, which funded the study in Southern Illinois University gets $1.7 billion a year from Congress, but it's unknown how much was spent on this. There was an interest in what kind of temperatures dogs exhibit that have different fur. So there were 16 dogs that were taken out on walks during the day in the heat, and then afterwards they would get their rectal temperatures, meaning they would stick a thermometer in the butt of the dog to see how its core temperature changed according to its fur type.
Telling us that they spent like millions of dollars, most likely, on sticking thermometers up dogs' butts.
That's right. That's right.
What is wrong with him?
You're going to love this one.
Oh no, this is going to be bad.
I'll read this, but the title of it is Russian Cats on Treadmill Studies. $2.7 million from the National Institute of Health. Okay? After having their brainstems snipped, Russian cats were forced to walk on treadmills in Russian labs. This all thanks to the U.S. taxpayers footing the bill. Russian scientists funded with your money posted videos of their catwalk studies, which showed shaved cats hooked up to electrodes and struggling to walk on a treadmill. These cats were part of a $2.7 million NIH grant given to the researcher at Georgia Institute of Technology.
Why are they doing it in Russia when they could just do it here?
Maybe here they felt like it was inhumane, so they had it done in Russia. Just like some of the tests we do on animals are done in labs in other countries like China, where they're more willing to do those kinds of tests.
What is wrong with our government?
What are you talking about, man? This is good money spent.
That's almost
Good
worse.
money.
That's almost
spent.
That's almost worse. Maybe even is worse than the sticking thermometers up dogs' butts.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you're gonna love this.
Oh no.
You remember COVID?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how we sent out checks to a lot of people?
Mm.
Apparently, $38 million was paid to dead people.
They're already dead.
They're already
Why
dead.
would you give $38 million to dead people? They're already dead.
Yeah. Apparently, to date, not all of the funds have been recovered, as dead people are notorious about not paying the money back. The Department of Defense purchased an $8,000 lobster tank.
Well, I understand that.
I want our
lobster
military to
tank.
eat really well. They deserve it more than the rest of us. But I mean, like,
You don't need that.
a lobster tank.
Yeah.
There's actually 3 articles, and I'll sum these up into one. So there's 89 million, 12 million, 68 million. So what is that? That's $160-ish million of essentially military equipment that was left outside and is no longer useful. Nonetheless, let's move on. There's a couple more. Okay. The exact price undisclosed, but do you know what a graphic novel is? Max, you read a lot of these, Plants and Zombies books and
Plants
stuff,
for Zombies and all that.
So apparently the Department of Homeland Security contracted to have a graphic novel put together about disinformation.
Disinformation? That means like not real information?
Yeah, they felt like a graphic
why
novel
would
would
they
help.
put it out? They just wasted their money.
That were they talking about that disinformation is bad, or were they putting out disinformation?
Well, as you know, the government has been very interested in sort of putting guardrails on the information that's given to the American public. And they wanted to educate and condition people around what disinformation is in a graphic novel instead of just, like an article. There was small business loans given to or venues that had musicians come to them. And so some of these venues included performers like Chris Brown, Post Malone, Smashing Pumpkins, Lil Wayne, Usher, people that have a lot of money that probably could have supported the venue operators themselves, but instead the government did it. Or I should say, we did it as taxpayers.
That's pretty.
Oh god.
And then here's another one. There's
Oh,
a
no.
study on a certain, let's say, certain pathogen misinformation, not disinformation. This is misinformation now. That spent $3.8 million of funds to study social media in Black and rural communities around the topic of that disease misinformation.
Wait, what?
Oh, here's another one. $477,000 on a Dr. Fauci transgender monkey study.
Transgender monkey.
Wait,
A monkey doesn't even know what transgender is.
Hmm.
And
Matt, hey,
it
it's a
doesn't
spectrum,
think
buddy.
that.
It's a you can't say that.
Well, Dad,
It's their truth, Matt. Will.
It's a
All I'm
monkey.
saying, though, Dad, is just that a monkey doesn't know that, right? A monkey is not
Maybe
smart
a monkey
enough.
feels
They just
like a
eat
female, like a
potatoes.
girl
I
monkey.
mean, but
Well, anyway, let's conclude with that. That is the 2023 Festivus report. Thank you, Rand Paul,
Yeah.
for pointing out government waste. We do appreciate it, although it makes us completely depressed about our government's ability.
I feel so.
completely depressed.
I first thought that the government was just strange with doing all this stuff, but
But
now
now
I
it
have
is.
really learned about what they do.